Don't touch them.
Yeah.
This is it. Alright. Welcome everybody to the Legion of Skanks podcast. I'm your host,
Louis J. Gomez.
Big J. Okerson. To my left, the Skanks are all here. To my left, we have, as always, we have
New
Big Dick
father.
Daisy Smith.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And to my left, we have.
What's up, doggies? This is Louis J. Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
The LS Mania champion.
LS Mania champion, Joan Jetta comedy, Howard Stern of MMA Radio.
I got a lot of names.
I got a lot of names.
No one gets this. How are we, everyone? How we doing?
Yeah, we're doing good. And as you can see, we're in a different location today. A bit of a
Who's picking up on
jiggy
this?
spot. Yeah.
Digging this location.
Yeah,
Sorry, we're
you
doing
know
something
Setup.
different.
Yeah.
We're kind of just chilling out here before the pod. We're like, maybe we should shoot out the phone.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if the neighbor came over and told us to shut up?
Wow.
Highly likely.
I know, because we
We did have an issue with the neighbour coming around 9 o'clock, saying to keep it down.
But to be fair, we were blasting like music. Like there was bass in it. There was like trap music in it.
We're going to be blasting
know?
a few N-words, so hopefully we
Yeah.
get shut down for that.
Yeah, there was like.
I didn't know we were blasting them words. I would have brought my pistol.
It's okay, use mine.
Yeah, word. Alright, what's new?
Yes, we're just talking about fighting, weren't we?
Yeah, we're talking about fighting in steroids. Like, how good are steroids?
Steroids are good.
Are fucking amazing, man. I love that
Gosh.
shit.
No, they just make me better at everything.
But does it make your dick small? Is that true?
I think it just shrinks the balls.
Oh.
Which is the thing? Like, is it worth the sacrifice? You're gonna be walking
We
around
don't
like being some
really-
small ball Barry over here.
I don't know.
Small
I mean,
ball
I never
Sam.
hear anyone talking about balls.
Is it an issue? It looks weird.
I never hear anyone talking about. I mean, yeah, but it looks weird for sure. But is it an issue?
I think it might. I think it would be kind of a turn off for me.
But if you look at like the
You wouldn't
Greek,
fuck a guy if he had small balls.
I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? I like to kind of grab onto something. It's all about the visual aesthetics of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
man.
mean?
But if you look like the Greek, you know, like statues, like small balls are like the trend back then.
They didn't have long balls. They weren't long ball in it.
Oh, did they have?
I think they had a decent size.
Yeah, they have decent type balls,
package.
but like.
But they were all on
small shape.
steroids. That's why they were so ripped in all the.
true,
in all the
true.
sculptures.
That makes sense.
Especially like Zeus, he was like so ripped.
They were jacked.
Yeah, but then the balls are like, oh, you know what? They're definitely on rod for sure.
Because the thing is, how are they going to know what a body like that looks like if they've never seen it before? They would
Yeah.
definitely. There would have been people around that looked that jacked. They're not just making
That's
this up.
true.
Like, it's hard to imagine what an accentuated body would look like.
I don't know. I reckon I could draw a vagina. I've never seen one. It kind of looks like an angry face. I imagine.
What, it's kind of like is this long sort of thing, kind of like mushroomy or something at the top.
Yeah, it looks like looks like a slinky. I imagine.
Yeah.
You know some hot tech when I was like in 7th grade.
Mm.
So like back then, porn wasn't a thing. You know, you have to really go on like sketchy sites, and you don't want to do it with your family computers, right?
Mm.
So one day my cousin came back like, yo, do you know that when you have sex, you put the dick into the vagina? And I was like, get out of here. You kidding.
What sketchy site were you looking at porn on?
Oh, man, back then it was like X videos. You know that, right? It's like X videos. Like
I
the,
don't
No.
watch porn. We don't watch porn.
wow, you guys are too young. And that's like the original. Like it's the most sketchiest. Like,
No, X videos. I know X videos.
yeah.
X videos, you can get anything.
Yeah, but like it was the sketchiest.
Mm.
But it was the original. There's literally anything on there.
I feel that's kind of part of the excitement, though. That X
True.
videos, you can really get anything.
True.
Like,
true.
it's kind of ugly, and it's not really like compared to like a Pornhub, which is very like,
Professional
proper,
made, yeah.
professional looking. All the videos are kind of like high quality. They got the HD ones on display. X videos,
They
it's
even
just
have
like
4K on Pornhub now.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just got a 4K screen, and man, 4K porn, bro. I can.
boy, my arm's tired. It's got a 4K screen.
I can see individual hairs on the pussy. I'm like, woof, loving it.
On that vintage stuff.
Do those VR glasses do
Oh.
4K?
I don't think they need to, because they're so close to your eyes.
Oh, I guess you'd be able to see.
Yeah, because like right there. But then the VR porn is like you can literally look around. You know, you're like, wow.
Smell
gonna
it? Do you
change
think
the
they have a
game?
smell?
I
Like a smell aspect to it?
Ooh, I
How
think
did you do that?
What could that
Bro,
be?
I think like for the glass, right? You would have like a screen on your face, but for like I think they can you already have your ears and your eyes covered, right?
Yeah.
So the smell should be easy. They just need to have like a few scents in there.
You'd have to kind of have like a perfume pack attached
Yeah.
to it that you can kind of send through to the nose.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, scents is hard because you have to create it. I mean, there's too many scents in the world. You can't just like have one scent and like that's it.
You'd
know?
probably have like 10. It would seem kind of pretty beginner to like start with, where it's kind of this what a body
Yeah.
smells like. This
Yeah.
kind of smells like fish. This kind of smells like. Do you know what I mean?
Like
You're gonna have a nice variety.
This
Smells
smell like
a
my
public
wife.
restroom. Smells like a truck stop.
This one just feels like a disappointed father. This one feels like.
This one tastes like magnets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one smell like Lickum Servo.
But that's the thing. You'd probably only be able to get like 10 cents. But I still feel that would do the job.
I mean, for now, only the glass and the earphones would do.
It's just gonna change the game when that's like available to everyone,
And you know what,
and when it's super cheap.
I'm not ever going to be outside again. Like, no one's going to be at clubs. No one's going to be working.
You know what?
No one's going to be dressing well.
Maybe this is it. Maybe this is how the matriarchy takes over.
Yeah, because it will. Because, like, think about why you dress good. Think about why you work hard. Think about the only reason you'd get a car.
This is like
The only reason you want a
this is like the
Lamborghini
Ace-
is to-
This is the ASAP thing, like
Yeah.
Rocky and Ferg talking about like I shower for women, like I get pedicures for women.
Yes.
And
And
all
that's
that
the thing.
is-
Once they're off the table and you can get all that at home, and you can just wake up in the morning and you can have anyone you want, I'm not going to be having a job. I'm not going to be showering.
You need money somehow though.
You would have to. Everyone would have kind of like a real basic job to
Yeah.
put food on the table.
And every second you were there, you'd be fritzing out, just being like, I want to get back to my Oculus.
Yes. But that's the thing. Like, people won't really strive to do anything big
True.
when the technology gets good enough.
I think you'd be. I think you'd be at work like, hey man, are you right? No.
They say romance is dead now. Wait till the Oculus comes out.
You walk out, and it'll just be
$20
women.
on the street.
Yeah.
And they're just like having the best
And there's
time.
just
No
car
one's hitting on them.
crashes everywhere. And
I mean, like now you have like tons of money, right? You
people
can.
scream at each other, cat fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like now you have tons of money. You can literally get VR, good earphones, and you can get like a super realistic sex dolls, and that would be
That's the
amazing.
thing,
I
that
reckon.
with the VR goggles.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Men aren't striving
That's
for
it.
anything anymore.
Yeah, because you can get sex without the annoying of like a real woman. You know, you can get.
And you can get someone new every single night, and you can kind of shape it into real specific kinks. And
But then will women want that as well? Is there this technology coming out for women?
that's the thing. I honestly don't know if women are that into.
What's their VR? What's on their VR?
Oh, you know what? On their VR, it's like a guy just listening,
It's just a guy listening. Yeah.
listening to their bullshit.
It's just you put on like a women's Oculus Rift or whatever. And it's a guy like, really? She did that?
She did that.
You
You know what? Fuck Rebecca.
Yeah.
She's
Come on.
you know. Come on, man.
Come on, man. That's the thing. I don't know if women would have that desire as much.
I think, you know what? I actually think that's an overrated joke. I think men joke about women being like that.
Mm.
And they do want that, I guess, by and large. I don't think guys just want to sit and talk so much. But having said that, that's what brings them a peace of mind, maybe. But that's not going to turn them on.
Mm.
They're not going to be like...
They'll probably have like John Hamm, like a John Hamm character, kind of like taking his tie off and being
handsome
like,
guy.
"Where's my
Dude,
dinner?"
Have you
Like,
seen...
Where's my dinner?
Richard Jules.
No, the
Mad Men?
series. Have you seen Mad Men?
Why would you want to buy a cigarette? Cigarette. Sell me a... I can't do a John Hamm. I'm kind of slowly working. Yes, I have. I've watched like 3 episodes of Mad Men.
John Hamm is
Sell me
Yeah,
a
big recommended to me. I
cigarette.
watched the whole the series. It's
I
like...
found it a bit boring after, I think, 3 episodes. But I appreciated it.
I think
Oh.
it started
Goddamn.
slow though.
God damn, he's just...
He's a fine-looking man.
Yeah, even from men, right? Men love John Hamm.
Every man wants to be John Hamm. He's got the perfect kind of like 5 o'clock shadow, chiseled jaw.
Oh.
He's just kind of this alpha male guy, hair slicked
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. alpha.
kind of built, like the perfect dad bod, kind of muscular but not too over the top.
Yeah,
looks good in a
exactly.
suit.
Oh,
Have you seen him
amazing.
talk in like interviews and stuff?
I would never let a woman talk to me like that.
He's just like a nice guy.
I know he's like a nerd, which is the
Yeah.
saddest thing. I wish he was like the character.
Well, that's
Yeah.
just a testament to how good of an actor he is.
Yeah,
But
in
yeah,
real
like-
life, he's a simp. Like he's paying for multiple OnlyFans.
but I think like John Hamm has this classic, good looking for like a
Yes.
man. You know, it's like back in like if John Hamm go back to like the '60s, it would still work. You know what I mean? Because he has that. Like
it's
like-
timeless. It's a real timeless
Yeah.
look he has.
But like, let's say the lead singer of Maroon 5, what is his name?
Oh, Adam
Adam
Levine.
Levine.
Yeah, I
Adam
think if
Levine.
he go back to like the '60s, right, when
Mm.
man a man, woman's a woman, it would not be
that guy's
considered.
not working.
Not
He's
like
a
now, where
pipsqueak.
everyone's goddamn mixed up.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Every-
Man or a woman? What's that meant to
Every
be?
time I turn around, that's gay.
What you meant to be?
He's gay.
What's this?
He's gay. I'm gay too.
Like, oh yeah, did you want to eat in or take away? You just say like, what are you?
I miss the day when men were men and women were women.
But yeah, John Hamm is. I think John Hamm might be the best looking actor around. It's,
I need to get my drink. Put my drink in there. I'll be baby boys.
Yeah, he's very good looking. Very good looking man for sure.
who's the second best good looking in terms of actor? I say
He's
Christian Bale. Yeah.
Christian Bale in like
uh.
what was that movie? American Psycho.
Yeah, Christian Bale.
He's a
but
bit too pretty.
Even then,
The Rock. Is The Rock.
Ooh, The Rock
He's
is
handsome.
actually
He's kinda like a
he's
classically
really
handsome
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, The
But-
Rock.
Yeah, and he's kind of like the alpha male.
but he's
figure.
a type. I don't think he'd be as like widespread. You know what I mean?
Do you know what?
You'd
I
have
think
to be
The
into
Rock-
muscly guys to
True,
like
true,
him.
I
true.
think lesbians like The Rock.
Yeah.
The idea of what like a woman should like. It's the same idea. I think men that are attracted to Emily, what is it, Radikowski?
Oh yeah.
They're usually gay. Because like, this is
What?
what I'm into.
She's so hot though.
But it's too perfect. I think.
Oh, you
normal
like a
straight
little
men-
damage.
Yeah, I
You like
think
some scars.
That's the thing. I think that's usually a sign. If you're into something that's a little bit too perfect, you're kind of doing it for the show. I think
True,
most men kind of
true.
are into something a little bit specific. They like
think
to
it's
see
straight
maybe
up.
like a lazy eye or something like that.
Like you know what? Like Ellen Page.
attainable.
or a bit of a moustache.
You don't
Or-
think John Hamm would be into Emily Ratatowski?
No, I don't think he would.
Ratatouille.
I don't
I think
think.
it'd be
Yeah.
perfect.
Ratatouille.
He'd
I
probably
think-
be into some Russian-looking.
I think Emily would be interested in John Hamm, but John Hamm is too nice, too nerdy. I think would be interested in like Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I think John Hamm would be. What? What?
Mila Kunis. I don't think she's fine.
What?
Mila Kunis. She's with Ashton Kutcher or something, is she?
Here's the
Mila
crazy thing. I
Kunis.
was having a conversation with
Yeah.
someone, and they're like, "Yeah, Mila Kunis was fine on that '70s show."
Yes.
And I was like, "Well, when she was 16."
Yes.
That's the thing people don't
Yes.
realize. She was like literally just, I think, 15 when she was cast in that.
Gosh. But I think
Wow.
that was a trend back in the days. It wasn't an issue to have underage people in movies. Like, you know, I think the big one that people have been talking about was Taxi Driver, where they had a
Oh.
13-year-old, an actual 13-year-old actor play a prostitute and kind of be in this, like, out in the street and stuff like that. And
Like when
But it
me
wasn't
and
an issue. It wasn't really talked
Like
about.
me and Jacob, we were watching The Professional, Leon and the little girls. You know, the French guy.
I was uncomfortable. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
What
he-
happened in
That
that?
whole time, man, because you were like, "No, this is like cinematic." It's a great movie, and it's rated really highly. Leon the Professional, I think it's called.
What happens in it? What's the
It's
issue
just this
with it?
weird guy.
So
and-
there's
and-
this, like he's like a professional killers,
Mm.
and there's this chick. She's like 13 or something.
The actor's 13?
What's her name? She was really famous when she was a kid.
Oh, this is
I
an
don't
old
know.
movie, is it?
Yeah, but
90s,
yeah, but things like she was fully into him. Like she was keep on flirting with him, and he's like no.
Who's the guy?
He was like the French dude. He always played the
Mm.
French man. He's like a bald dude, with scuff.
I can't even. But he's an old man, and there's this 13-year-old girl who's attracted or flirting with this old man in the movie.
I think it's
Yeah.
a pretty it's platonic, isn't it? They're not.
No, I mean there was a scene where she's lying and she's
Well,
like,
there's the multiple sex scenes, but
No.
other than that, you couldn't really tell if they were really into each other.
So here you go. So that's the two character.
Oh gosh!
Wait, let me see.
Wow, that's a bit full on.
Yeah, she's like young, and he's like old. But like
That she looks like she's 7.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
the thing.
yeah, she's like ridiculously young. Yeah.
But what's she meant to be? She's meant to be a love interest.
No,
No.
she's interested in him, but he just he's like he feel like a father. Well, this kid doesn't have a parents, and he's like a professional killer. But she has this thing where there was a scene where she's lying on bed and she's like, I feel butterfly in my stomach. You know what I mean? And he was just like, well,
He's like, let's check this out. And he takes the top off and starts examining her.
But he was on the straight and narrow. I don't think it even alluded to him. Kind of.
But she was kind of, I guess, like the
it's just a-
pacifier. Did you ever see the movie
no,
The
no,
Pacifier?
no.
Like Vin Diesel's kind of babysitting, but it's kind of like the 8-year-old girl would be like, oh my gosh, look at him. He's like this big muscular guy. Like, look at him. Oh, he's wearing a
Right.
towel. But it's not really, you don't look into it. There's not an actual established love
Yeah.
interest. This is kind of this cute thing.
It's just
Is it like
weird.
that in this movie?
Well, it's kind of like Cuties, isn't it? Like it's just weird for a director to be like, that's what we're doing.
But is that what they're going for? They're going for this young girl to be interested in this man?
Is it a plot point?
No, but like it's just properly weird. When I think it's like she has a bit of a Stockholm syndrome,
Mm.
where, well, he's a killer, right? He's a professional killer. He's a hitman, right? And she just an orphan,
Yeah.
and he just feel bad for her. So he took her in and feed her, clothe her.
That doesn't seem too bad. That
Yeah.
seems pretty innocent.
But the dynamic, like Jackson said, it was just weird when the girl was just fully on, like she tried so hard to be a grown woman.
I don't think we came close to finishing it, man. I think
Because you
After, like,
already came. Like halfway
after like
through.
20 minutes.
It was like, no, this is too much to handle. I'm going to the bathroom right now. I need to clean up.
This is disgusting.
You came down with like 6 different pairs of underwear on. Like you just keep like, I'm going to the bathroom. Wait, did you change your pants? Yeah, what? A bit sweaty, that's all.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, what about that book Lolita? Do you know that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's like a
yes.
chick's book, right? That's for chicks.
A lot of people kind of regularly read that and regularly kind of hold it in high regard.
Yeah, weird.
Like it's a go-to, like it's a classic. I think as well, most fans of the book are like,
Yep.
no, you have to look past that. It's an amazing book.
Oh, that's the.
They almost don't have an issue with it at all.
Oh,
Lolita.
what about It? You know, like the clown, the
Yeah.
Stephen King
Yeah.
It.
I never watched it. I watched
Are you
a bit of the new It, but I know a bit of the idea. There's a clown that kind of
I never.
steals kids.
I watched
Comes
it.
Yeah, and there's like a group of kids,
Mm.
and the protagonist, his younger brother, got taken by the clown.
Yeah.
But there's like an orgy scene in the book. Yeah,
What do you mean with who?
with
The
this
kids.
with this one girl and like 6 kids, and they all just
What?
take turns to smash it, and they're all like 12 years old.
What?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy.
Is this the movie?
No, just a book.
That
Wow.
is
Well, yeah,
wild.
yeah. I think in the movie, there's the group of kids, right? And all the boys are like younger, and the girl's like bit. She was like a bit older as well. And then the girl was full on being abused and raped by her father as well.
In it.
So she was like smoking and yes.
Gosh, this is like a full-on movie. I might need to go back and watch
But it was never a good movie. I don't like it that much.
it. Really?
It's just I don't know, man.
Oh,
It's
it's got some jump scares and whatever, but
I watched the new one and I literally had to turn it off after like 5 minutes. I was like, this just looks so silly. Like,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
ridiculous.
It's just silly, man.
Like I think the special effects just seemed so bad that I almost couldn't watch it.
And also, the whole script, the storyline, just bullshit, man.
Yeah.
It's like at the end, they kind of the clown is like this weird monster that fits off of fear.
Yeah, I think as soon as the teeth came out and he ate a kid,
Yeah.
I was like, no, I can't do this. This took me out of it.
Yeah, it's just
Like I
it's
fast forward to
silly.
the orgy scene, but I saw they took it out, and then I was like, okay, not even anything fun in this movie.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, it's just a bit silly that movie.
Mm.
all right, here we go.
Yeah, we're watching the orgy scene from it.
Whoa.
aren't
All
we?
right, the kids known as the Losers Club defeat the Killer Shapeshifter at the end of the first segment. Also, they think pretty much goes on to say that they lose unity in the group. The losers ponder how they're going to get out of the predicament. Beverly, the only girl in the group, decides that the only way to bring back unity in the group is to have an all-out sex
Fair
session.
enough.
The 11-year-old tells the other boys of the same age, "You have to put your thing in me."
This honestly sounds like a
Really?
creepy writer.
Yeah,
just
Stephen
in his own
King.
little fantasy.
This
Is it
is-
Stephen King
fuck.
wrote it?
The Stephen King.
Fuck. And people loving this movie. They don't.
Mike
Jesus,
comes to
man.
her, then Richie, and the act is repeated. Now she feels some pleasure, dim heat in her childish, unmatured sex, and she
Wow.
closes her eyes as Stan comes to her, and she thinks of the birds.
That
Wow.
is
That-
full on.
That is weird. That's full on weird.
How come no one's cancelled Stephen King?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Because he's so good at writing horror, dude.
No, not even. Like, it was horrible.
That's the movie, though.
Yeah, I'm
true,
sure the
true.
book may have been amazing.
Actually, I have heard that. A lot of people, like literary people, say Stephen King is trash. The way that he writes is toilet fiction.
Really?
Apparently,
He
I don't
has
know,
a good
these-
movie and then suddenly just has a whole bunch of child orgy scenes in it. He'll just
Yeah.
throw it in for absolutely no reason. But there are those
just-
writers like that is like, oh, you thought they were critically acclaimed and these geniuses, and it's like, no, it's terrible.
It's like Tarantino and the foot fetish.
Yes.
Like,
that-
people are just weird.
People are like, that isn't even done for any kind of
But like, but
meaning
like,
behind it. That's
He
just
just
him
likes
being,
feet.
yeah.
but
Yeah.
things like it's not as weird as Stephen literally fantasizing about kids having orgy.
But feet are creepy big. That's the thing. Like,
Come
fair
on,
enough.
man, come
That's what-
on,
that's
man.
what- Come on, man.
I'm pretty sure in the canon of the story, the way that it's kind of excused is that the metaphor in the story is about them losing innocence.
Yeah. But the feet
then this
thing
is
with
them
Quentin Tarantino has absolutely no
No, he just likes
meaning.
feet.
Yeah, you don't even go back to it in the movie.
And you go and see a Tarantino movie, and it's so obvious.
Mm.
But
You don't
a,
have to look
They
it up.
all.
but a foot job is pretty nice.
Have you had one?
Yeah,
Really?
Have you had
Yeah.
a foot job?
yeah.
Are you into feet?
I mean, I'm not in the feet, but a foot job feels pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd have to have some pretty kind of experienced feet action.
What do you got, like toes wrapping around the shaft?
No, it's like your 2 feet, right? And you use the palm of your feet to like wrap around the shaft, and then just it feels pretty cool. Feels
Really?
pretty
Maybe
pretty
Stephen
nice.
King's book wouldn't have been so bad if it was just a foot orgy. And
Oh, that
Yeah.
could be completely excused.
She's just giving out all the boys foot jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, just,
That's the thing. Feet are kind of like a weird thing to get into. I feel something has to happen for you that to kind of be ticked.
I know,
the
man. I mean,
fetish.
I like
Yeah.
my ass in as well. So,
To be kicked in the face by your mum. That's the only way.
ooh, I kind of like that, mom.
But I feel feet's something that kind of isn't really talked about enough. Like feet fetishes.
Not talked about enough.
Yeah. Like it's not really I feel it's kind of like being a furry, I guess. It's a really specific thing, but I feel it has such a big part of in your life. Or kind of shapes you what you're into sexually.
Yeah, I mean,
And you either get it or you really don't.
What do you think of feet?
I think they're a bit disgusting.
I don't think
Bit
they're
dirty.
disgusting.
Really?
But I'm not
Oh.
like. I'm not like. That's not.
You know, like
what
get
you
those
s-
away from me.
It's not what you seek out. It's like if you were dating a chick, you wouldn't be like, oh no, I need to see her feet before we kind of continue this.
yeah.
Because I like a girl to have like bound feet. Like I'm into Chinese foot binding,
What's that?
where you have the
toes.
the toes, everything bound up
Yeah.
in a specific way.
Oh
yeah, I'm into that,
Okay.
but that's not really. That's a different story.
How's it when you see toes that are like fingers? You know, like really long toes.
Ugh. Yeah.
That'd be creepy, and kind of being able to move them all individually.
And you know how you can move your hand like this? And if someone can move their toes like this, I'll be freaking out. I'd be like, yo, Jesus, fuck, man.
'Cause apparently, if you can move your middle toe, you're actually gay.
Wow.
No, it's not moving.
I can't move it. Take that, Dad.
And then you go home later tonight, and you're moving it perfectly.
Man. But like Stephen King, man, that I just, man, that is weird. That's what, like to sit down and write about kids having orgy. and you had to fantasize. And you know what? He was fantasizing. I assure you.
You both have implied that he's fantasizing. We don't know that he is fantasizing.
Unless it's, imagine if it's just so innocent and he's like, oh, what's a good way? Okay, yeah, let's just use that. They have an orgy and it's kind of meant to symbolize losing their innocence, losing youth. Perfect.
That's the crazy
And he's
thing.
just writing it as his straight man. It's kind of like the Michael Jackson thing. Everyone's assuming he has these evil intentions behind having these kids in his room and these kids all around him.
Yeah.
But it could just be completely innocent and he's just into youth.
Yeah,
And
but
playing
he's
and having fun and pillow fights and water gun fights.
MJ is probably weird though.
Definitely weird.
Yeah, but
It's weird, but I guess is there a deviousness?
yeah, I don't think
it.
he's like into having sex with kids. I think he's just like a child in.
Yeah, that's what I always think.
But why do we have that assumption? You know what I mean? Like that we have that prejudice for a reason. We assume that.
Because I think the average person, if they wanted to ever have that scenario play out, it would have to be to have sexual gratification out of it. It's like there's no way I'm going to be hanging around these kids unless I'm having sex with them. It's almost like that. And it's like, well, I'll have sex with them, so Michael must. Because I'm definitely not I'm definitely not partaking in this pillow fight. Do you know what I mean? I think that's so far beyond the average person. Like the average person out on the street would never ever indulge in a pillow fight with a kid
And
and actually enjoy it. They would have sex with them,
it's so weird.
but they're not going to be having the pillow fight.
because he's already an outlier
Mm.
in his talent.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And does that outlierness, is that across the board with everything? Or do you go, well, he's an outlier there, so it's less likely to be really good at singing and dancing. He probably wants to have sex with those kids.
No, because I feel wanting to have the sex with the kids is too normal. I think wanting to play with the kids and have a pillow fight and be in a jumping castle with them almost makes sense. Because someone with that amount of talent has something wrong with them. Like he obviously,
Definitely, yeah.
he's had to give up all of his childhood to be able to get that good. And he's missed out on his childhood. And I feel he's wanting to kind of make up for the lost time by playing with these kids. If he was just a normal person and just happened to have all this talent, he'd be having, and had kids around him, he'd probably be having sex with them.
It's so funny having like, so you've got all these people coming out and being like, no, he did it. And then the dude that's standing by him is Macaulay Culkin. And then you look at Macaulay Culkin and you're like, I'm not going to trust that guy.
But the thing is, everyone's like, you see Macaulay Culkin when he's young. Like, that's a good-looking kid. Like, it's been said like a million times, if you're going to have sex with a child, it'll be Macaulay Culkin. That'll be the first one on your list.
Right.
Stephen King said that
Yeah.
in an interview. He's like, yeah, I'm not a pedophile. I wrote that just as an idea for losing innocence. But if I was a pedophile, I would have sex with Macaulay Culkin.
Steven's the man. His name's actually Stephen, King.
You know how they call me the king?
It's like name occupation.
Wait, is it Stephen or Steven?
Oh, yeah, Stephen,
Stephen.
isn't it?
Stephen.
Stephen? Stephen
yeah.
King?
Stephen.
Is with
Yeah,
the PH?
Yeah, I think with
Yeah.
the PH.
Yeah. But it's still Stephen.
Yeah.
Stevie.
Yeah.
Can someone with if a Stephen with a PH, could they get the nickname Stevie?
Yeah.
Or is that kind of, are they barred from that? Like a Stephen with a V could be Stevie. A Stephen with a PH can't ever be a Stevie. You can't do, what are you going to do? Stephie. Steffi.
Steph.
I don't think a Stevie's ever been written like that.
This wouldn't be This wouldn't be a problem for someone that was illiterate.
That's true.
Oh, actually, you know, I saw something crazy today. I was just surfing the wild, wild web.
Wait,
As
what?
I
Yeah.
do. Just surfing
Yeah,
the web.
yeah.
And I came across, it was Jerry Seinfeld getting interviewed by...
Stephen King. He's like, so Jerry, I heard you're also
Why
into
do we always
kids.
talk about the same thing? It always comes back to
single-
Michael Jackson and Jerry Seinfeld.
I was reading it lately, and it was like those things you said about the kids. I was doing that with my wife a few days earlier.
You know
So
what?
what's the deal with Stephen King? This isn't a joke. He's just really good at what he does.
I think Stephen was full on fight to have that orgy scene in the movie, and people were like, Stephen, no.
And he's like, well, I had Jerry Seinfeld. He gave me the okay on it. He said there was nothing wrong with it. He thought it was a great. Literally.
Look, we understand that, Stephen, but he doesn't have anything to do with the movie.
Or he's just a comedian. He's so far removed from it. But it's Jerry Seinfeld. You know, you watch Seinfeld. It's hilarious. Stephen, that's beside the point.
We'll
It's hilarious.
We'll shoot it. We just don't need cameras.
These
there.
pretzels are making me thirsty. Come on. I'm having this kid have an orgy in the movie.
It was the interview. Oh, did you guys see Kramer flip out? Have you guys seen that?
The
No.
classic one.
The classic.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that big?
No.
Oh, it's so funny.
So Kramer, I forget the name of the actor, but you know who plays Kramer in Seinfeld?
Michael Richards. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know the tall guy, and he's like real crazy
Yeah,
and worried.
yeah.
So he's on stage, and someone like heckles him or goes to leave or something like that halfway through one of his stand-up sets, and he goes off.
Really?
He goes off.
And the guy, it's kind of like a back and forth. Like the guy's giving it to him.
and it's this terrible racist rant. Like he's just
He's like, he's an N-word. He's an N-word.
Yeah, he's just
Get
dropping
him out of here.
Yeah, he's dropping the N-bomb and saying like if this was like back in the day, you'd be lynched up and all this hectic shit. Like it's so overboard. And then it was a few days after that, Jerry was getting interviewed
by Stephen King.
by David Letterman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then just halfway through their segment, halfway through Jerry's thing, they like call, what's his name?
Michael Richards.
Yeah,
yes, I have.
They
I
call Michael
have.
Richards
Yes,
to
I've seen
apologize,
this.
and he
Yeah.
looks defeated. He looks
It is
destroyed.
so
This is like
awkward.
4 days after the incident. His career is ruined from that
Yeah.
like 2-minute rant. His career is absolutely dismantled. And then he goes to apologize on there. But because it's Jerry Seinfeld who the audience have come to see on David Letterman, this late night comedy talk show.
I remember it must have been sprung on him as well.
Everyone was
Yeah.
laughing. Like this
I
guy was
know.
bearing his soul, and everyone in the
And then
audience
Jerry's
was
like, "Come on now, dog. Come on, man."
Yeah,
but
he's
Jerry's like, he said, "Come on." He actually says, has to say that to the audience.
He
He's
goes, "It's
like,
not funny."
Yeah.
It's not funny, and it was funny though because it feels like a bit that someone made.
I know.
Like it's just, and the audience is laughing.
They're laughing so much.
Really?
And I was there watching it in my room today, just laughing so much to myself as well.
And it's Jerry's face as he has to kind of tell the audience to stop laughing at it. Because it's Kramer. I guess the audience, again, people who are usually in audiences of talk shows are forced to laugh at everything.
And it's Kramer as well.
I
the
know.
craziest character, trying to be serious and make this apology.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, wait for it, he's going to do something crazy. Imagine if he burst into the interview like, oh hey, Jerry. I'm sorry for the racism.
Black girl. Hey.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. But yeah, his career is literally like dismantled.
I don't think he's been in.
He was in
anything.
Curb.
Was he in the Curbs? Was he? I completely forget.
There
Such a
was-
long time since I watched it.
There was a Seinfeld.
The reunion.
The reunion.
Because I know George is in it, and I know Elaine's in it,
They're all in
and
it.
Kramer has a bit as well, does
Yeah.
he? Oh,
Yeah.
I barely remember that, but that's probably the only credit he's gotten in probably the last few years.
And in the interview as well, he's just saying like, there's just this rage inside of me that just came out. I'm not racist. It's just this rage. And then, you know, it'd be so funny if someone made like a super clip of that mixed up with the actual rant. Like just this rage comes out of me. I'm not racist. And then him just going, N-word, N-word.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
Gosh.
And then all the audience is leaving. Then he's cussing out all the audience. It's just like, I don't know. And if that happened now,
Can it be excused? I don't know, because I guess it's...
think about it like this. Like Dylan from Sticky Fingers did so much less than that and copped.
No, I feel like Kramer's
Some.
thing almost felt silly. It felt silly and it kind of felt in the moment, like he was trying to commit to a bit. I feel like Dylan from Sticky Fingers was just legitimately how he felt.
I don't think Kramer was trying to commit to a bit. I think he was...
No, it sounded a bit bitty.
I think he lost his mind. Because he wasn't like, sorry guys, I tried to make a joke and whatever. He was like, rage took over me. He was stuck being racist on a stage with a microphone with hundreds of people in the audience.
He probably, yeah. It's one of those moments where it's like he'd talk like that in the car if he got cut out, cut out from another driver. Do you know what I mean? We all do that. I was doing that today. But I guess it's... And it didn't
You
seem
were just
too...
doing word for word. That exact rant.
It didn't seem too kind of malicious or anything like that.
It would be so funny if someone's like, says they haven't seen Seinfeld or something like that. Just showing them that and being like, this is Seinfeld. This is what everyone's been talking about this whole time. But like the funniest
And they're like,
show.
this is... I get it. It's the greatest show of all time. I
That's why-
completely get it.
How good is it when people just fall for that like artistic kind of
Oh.
wankery like that? Just tricking them into something like that.
It's like, wow. Yeah. This is good. Okay.
This is good, man. I can
Okay. It's full on. It's edgy.
It's a bit full on. And then
It's
for the
edgy.
rest of their life, till someone shows them another episode of Seinfeld, they'll be like, "Oh, do you like Seinfeld?" They'll be like,
Yeah, yeah.
"It's
I
a bit
do.
rich for my taste, but I
Yeah.
definitely get the humor."
I get
in
it. I get it. Gosh. It's full on.
You know what? I've never watched Seinfeld.
I can show you an episode later.
You've never watched it?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about watching it? Do you know much about Jerry Seinfeld at
No,
all?
and even like all the sitcom.
Mm.
You know, like I've never really liked sitcom.
Did you
like,
watch Fresh Prince?
No, Fresh Prince.
Wow.
No, I
Ooh.
Friends. No, I don't like sitcom at all.
What's the closest you've come to
You
a
don't like sitcoms.
sitcom?
Yeah,
You
I
like
don't-
cartoons.
I like cartoons a lot, but I don't like sitcom.
They're
What's the
hilarious.
closest you've come to a sitcom? Like Everybody Hates Chris?
2.5 Men. I watched like
Oh,
two
that's
Oh,
real.
episodes.
that-
that's
that's-
real sitcom-y.
That's pretty funny.
What
I
about
think
Everybody
2.5
Loves
Men.
Raymond?
Hmm?
Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yeah, but like even like all of those shows, I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. And
Oh,
then
so you
that's
never
it.
committed.
Like it's I don't know, man. It just it it's like every time every new episode is like the same thing. It's like these few characters, you know what I mean? And it's but like say for example like a cartoon.
Mm.
There's no limit. You know, anything can happen. It's just
Mm.
the world of your imagination. But in a sitcom, there's a limit to what
To
it
an
can happen.
extent, though, I feel like some shows can get quite out there.
But even for like cartoon, right? I prefer like weird and quirky show like Samurai Jack when there's definitely a
Ah, true.
storyline when there's go from start to finish. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And there's so much depth to it.
Yeah.
Or Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's just spooky, but you know, it's just kind of funny.
Because what
Pretty
about
sure
like
Stephen King wrote
What?
Courage the Cowardly Dog. That's why it's so
No.
scary. That's why it's got all the kid sex scenes as well.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew that had Stephen written all over it. That had Stephen written all over it. Yeah.
I think you were about to say something.
I was about to say, I think Community. Did you ever watch Community? Or
That's funny.
so
No.
funny.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Like that was quite out
Oh,
there.
I
They
think
had
I
like a
know the-
huge. What was it like a pillow fight or like a fort episode where the whole campus was turned into like a fort? But that
Yeah.
show went above and beyond. That was almost cartoonish
Yeah.
with how much creative control or how far they could take the universe.
It was
Mm.
yeah, it's an amazing show
Yeah.
actually, for what it is. I don't like laugh tracks in shows.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't
kind of
like it in
shows.
Seinfeld?
I love
it in Seinfeld. I love it in sitcoms personally.
Yeah. No, I don't know what it like. Have you seen actually when they take the laugh track out of Friends?
Yes.
Have you seen that?
And then Big
Yeah.
Bang as well. They've got the same thing.
I haven't
Imagine being
seen
those
that.
actors. Having to do
Oh.
those scenes like day in, day out. Because there's no laugh track. They're just having to kind of have that pause.
And you know what?
Mm.
Sitcom, right? My
Mm.
problem with sitcom is quirky dialogues. It doesn't. The dialogue is made for the sake of being quirky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not something that you would say normally. Right?
Oh,
It's kind of like Juno,
yeah.
but it
That's-
lasted for like 100 episodes.
That's like the Friends thing.
Yeah, I fucking hated Friends, man.
Uh,
Friends
I
is
wasn't
probably
the
the
biggest fan of
worst,
Friends either.
worst show ever.
There
Yeah,
was,
no, I
there
would
was
agree with
one
that.
where they're like at a buffet or something like that.
Where's his friends?
And Joey keeps piling more food onto his plate,
Yeah.
and people looking at him like a weirdo. And the joke is like he puts a thing like another pile on his plate, and you think he's gonna move on.
Yeah.
and then he like looks back at it, and everyone laughs, and then he puts another one on his plate, and you think he's gonna move, and he doesn't. He puts more on, everyone laughs again, but then without the laughs, he's just like,
Oh, just
another
a
spoon.
man
just
eating.
putting so much food on his plate with people behind him waiting to get food. Like he's just a menace. It's just not funny.
And that's the thing, like in the Stephen King sitcom, it's just a child orgy scene.
And then laugh
Like
track.
this,
Wait,
without the laugh track, it's just a brutal orgy scene.
So every time there's like so the boy changing, right? The boy takes turn. Every time when like a new boy comes
new
in,
boy comes
left
like,
track. Stand. Ha.
And then another kid like gives the camera a look. He's like,
Oh well.
I can't wait for this Stephen King sitcom that we do together. And every episode is just a child
Kids
orgy
orgy.
scene.
Oh man.
We're back again for
Stephen King.
Stephen King.
Man, you know, we probably pissing off a lot of people on this show. We don't give a fuck, eh? Fuck Stephen King.
I had this idea
Probably.
in relation to kind of show business, that how much would you allow to kind of be on a sitcom or be in a movie? Like, would you, let's say Harvey Weinstein came up to you and was like, you're good, you've got a role in the new Kill Bill we're making. Let's say nothing's happened, but you have to watch me shower. Would you do it? All we had to do was watch him shower
Yeah.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, do it.
You do it.
Yeah. Watching
I'd do it like even out of curiosity of someone saying, I want you to watch me shower.
Without the movie.
The movies are sick.
Just got like,
incentive.
I've got nothing to do.
I
I'll have a
wouldn't
watch.
even think about that twice. I mean, I wouldn't want to seem too eager, but I'd probably be like, yeah, I'll do that.
You'd pay him. It's going up to guys in the street, be like, I'll give you $200
Yeah.
if I can watch you shower.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
But I guess that was just kind of like the idea. Just in terms of like abusing power, I feel like those producers could have gotten away with a lot that just could have been kept under the rug, like if they didn't go too far. What about if he said, I want you to come up to my room, and he just jerked off, but I'm going to jerk off in front of you until completion, and you get a role in my movie.
Here's actually.
Would you do it?
Maybe. Yeah. Depends
Yeah.
how big the role was.
Like a supporting role?
But the thing, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to be an actor, so it wouldn't break my heart if I didn't get the role. I think that's the problem here. Is these people are like putting everything on the line, and then have to watch this guy jack it to get the role.
That's true, and I guess it's your passion. I guess if
Yeah.
it was for music or something like that, if you could get signed to Universal,
Then he.
Oh, I don't know. It'd have to be. I'd have to see this. Maybe
if you had to have...
maybe if it led to the right opportunities and everything like that. But
Mm.
even having said that, like,
You had to have...
it's a different industry.
Mm.
You can't go and make a movie by yourself, really. You know what I mean? You can blow up from making tunes in your bedroom.
That's true. I guess what if, let's say, or big as well, Kid Leroy comes around.
And you have to have sex with
You
him.
have to have sex with him, but for a feature. You would get a lot of exposure for it, but you have to technically have sex with a child. Because he's like 16 as well. Would you do it? Would you risk it?
Would
Again,
do
you
it?
don't know what he's going to do. We could talk about this further on down the line and be like, this guy raped me.
Nah, I would. Yeah, I would
You-
not.
you
risk
wouldn't
it,
do
man.
it.
I mean,
What if he signed a non-disclosure?
But things like,
Oh, yes. What about an NDA? You had to have sex with the child just for the feature. But you know what it could possibly bring you.
but things like Kid Leroy is not even a good-looking kid. You know what I mean?
You would want them to be attractive.
Yeah, I mean, at least like.
Who's like an attractive young...
Sweet boy.
Who?
Who's a young, attractive, sweet boy?
I think right. So.
Lil Pump?
Oof.
You would probably...
If you're just listening to this right now, I wish you saw Big's face. He really thought about it.
You would. Okay. He probably wouldn't be worth anything. Oh, actually, no. Now.
Lip Pump.
He's not
yeah.
worth anything necessarily.
Yeah.
You would get a nice bump.
Yeah.
Would you have sex with Lil Pump right now for a feature? He's literally walking down here. Be like, "Big, let's go up to the room.
Oh.
You have to finish inside of me, but we're gonna be recording later tonight."
Oh,
and we're gonna release it.
Man, this is like a true dilemma here.
I know it's a
Like-
hard one because it's like how
Mm.
I guess how willing are you, kind of, for things happening to you.
Man, but if
But it's your career. It's everything.
but
No one's gonna know.
But if it was Drake, I'd do it in a hot minute.
Oh.
In a heartbeat. If it was Drake, like
You're going deep. You're like,
yeah.
yeah. You take your pants off. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
And Drake like, thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna enjoy this fight. Oh.
I hope I'm pregnant.
While I'm doing it with Drake, I'm just like, sing for me, Drake, sing for me.
Sing
Like,
for me.
she from the jungle. She from the jungle.
Yeah, that thing's a jungle in there. Mm.
Yeah, he from the jungle.
You're from the jungle. I'm an animal. I'm an animal right now.
And then while doing to Drake, it's like, came up that's on me for real.
I got energy right now. I'm the controller. Look at this. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Big you look good, won't you back that ass up? You'll find motherfucker, won't you back that ass up?
And then I would do it so hard, and Drake would cry, and they're like,
What if you wanted to cuddle afterwards? Would that be too much?
ooh.
Like you've just finished inside of him, and now he's like, "Yo, come cuddle with me, you know? Come cuddle with the boy."
Imagine though if you did have sex with Drake.
Yeah.
And imagine Drake's just sucking your dick. You look down and it's Drake.
You just see those wide eyes, big eyebrows. It's
just be like-
beard up against you.
You just be like,
Taint.
you just literally be like, wow.
This is amazing.
It's good. It's good. You liking that? You like what I'm doing there?
Yeah.
Would you do it? Would you have sex with Drake if he came in right now for a feature? Doesn't mean as much as it did probably 2 years ago.
I'll feature on your track if you let me feature your.
Featured inside of me.
Uh,
Just be completely honest. It's an NDA as well. No one's gonna know.
I don't think I really want to do that.
It's not about wanting. Would you? Because I don't think Big wants to. Big wants to.
You sound a little bit too much like Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Do it. Go on. Have sex with this man.
It's not want to, it's have to.
Sounds a little rapey there.
There's not a choice. The thing is, there's not a choice in this matter.
Yeah, but I think like Drake would be the best choice. Like if say is it a Drake or Lil Wayne, right?
Oh, Lil Wayne would be a
Oh.
bit disgusting.
Yeah, he'd
wouldn't
be
it?
like
You'd probably
Gremlin.
smell. You'd smell like the
Yeah.
dreads.
I reckon Lil Wayne's got like a severe UTI. I mean,
Oh.
STI.
100%. But what about Kanye West?
Ooh.
That's kind of like an
Ugh.
old man.
You know what's funny? I'm like, oh, I probably wouldn't fuck Drake. But then you mentioned Lil Wayne and Kanye. I'm like, oh, I definitely would
yeah.
fuck
I
him.
definitely would.
So then by contrast,
It's for the feature as well.
I don't
Like,
even care about the feature. I'm thinking about like,
you're just gonna do this just personally. You
I'm
just
thinking
wanna have
about it
sex with
actually
a
just going
famous
down.
man.
would you have sex with Drake for a feature?
Yeah, I'll finish in him and I would do it again. For 2 features.
And he's like, "Big, you know, we I gave you the feature."
Oh no,
Is
this
this
one for
gonna
free,
be the
Drake. This one for free, Drake. I've been waiting for this a long time. Now sing for me.
Sing for me.
Now sing for me, Drake.
Hit them high notes.
Oh wait, what song? What song that he did? Them high note over. It was one of the. If far from over.
Elva.
Every time you do a Drake impression, you do the Drake head.
You're having sex with him, and he's like,
Just about everything. Wait, what? Best you ever had. Am I the best you ever had, Drake? Am I the best you ever
"I'm
had?
the best you ever heard." Like that, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll put my maple syrup all over your back.
Ooh, yeah, but I think like if you're talking about Lil Wayne, Kanye, and Drake would be the best choice. Like Kanye is not, it's not like a bad looking dude, but
He's not a
something,
bad looking good, but I guess he's like a dad.
yeah, something about him.
There's something about him that's kind of like,
I think
it's a bit full on.
Do you think girls were frothing Ye back in the day?
Who?
No, I don't think he's attractive, like sexually attractive.
He's
He's
no,
classically
too
good
weird.
looking. Yeah, he is too weird, isn't he?
Is he classically good looking?
It's
Who?
like, what do girls? I don't think any
Wait, who?
girls kind of
Kanye?
drooled over
no,
Kanye
yeah,
ever.
yeah, I agree.
Which is weird. What's it
Because
about
he
him?
talks about women very aggressively too.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
That's a big
Put
thing.
my fist in it like a civil rights sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
says shit like that. Yeah,
I think Kanye it's not like a bad looking guy, but like
He's good looking. Like he's
yeah,
not bad looking
But
at
the thing
all.
is like if you see his picture, like he always seems so sad.
Is he
you
too
know?
woke?
Yeah, I
It's
think
like you wouldn't have sex with Lupe Fiasco, but you would.
Nah, fuck that.
You would G-Eazy.
Ooh,
I would G-Eazy
Yeah,
without the
yeah.
feature.
yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
I would climb that
no,
tree.
tell you who you would.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah,
Oof.
of course. He's like a
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, bro.
It's not
He-
even a question.
I said Rocky.
Is it?
I'll smash.
If
I'll
he
smash
led-
that
if
shit.
But I
he
reckon it'd be
those dreads
so annoying. Imagine pillow talk with Rocky. God, that would
He'd be so
annoying.
cool. He'd just be
No.
Yeah.
chill.
Not-
No, he'd be so
Not as
chill.
Kanye.
I'm gonna be annoying. You want to be talking about.
No,
what he's
he wouldn't
doing.
want to talk about anything. He'd be calm,
Yeah.
and silent, and cool.
He'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Like,
He'd be
yeah, you
funny.
like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Rocky
That
was-
that's all. That's
bro,
all he's gonna say.
Rocky is funny as hell. Have you seen his like interviews? Like he's funny.
Yeah, like Kendrick Lamar would be annoying,
Yeah.
or J Cole would be annoying.
Or Kanye. Like
they
they'll
would
be
try to
talking
like
some-
spit some knowledge to you.
Yeah,
He'd be
fuck
like, you know
that,
that
like-
Black Lives Matter
Look-
stuff's really happening over
No, I
where
reckon.
live,
I
right?
reckon K-Dot would be like. I reckon Kendrick would be like. Shut the hell up, man.
So you would rather have pillow talk with Kendrick Lamar than ASAP Rocky? I guess
think-
you like Kendrick Lamar though. You look up to him. What if you're at a Kendrick Lamar
Right,
concert and he's hitting on you afterwards?
But
Do
you
you go there? Do you go
I
there?
don't want to have sex with a man.
He's like, it's gonna be all right.
But no, but
I
like
said, it's
but
gonna
like
be
but-
all right.
no, but like the situation like you have to though.
Then what are you asking me?
Like
So
yeah,
if you
You're
had
in an
to-
alleyway.
So if you had to, would you?
we do what we must because we can.
Big straight up said he will have sex with multiple rappers right now.
Yeah,
with no
G-
features.
I think Jeezy is a bit. it's
You
a
got a whole
bit.
mixtape almost.
You know, I think.
G-Eazy.
I think a bit thrown up at Jeezy because I think he's too pretentious. Like he's always.
He's cool though. Like he's a cool kind of slick guy.
Who would you rather have pillow talk with? G-Eazy or Stephen King?
Yo, Stephen, yeah, enough about these kids, man. Come on.
Oh,
Call me
man.
daddy. Which there are some kids here with us right now.
Stephen King would be into some weird shit.
I-
And he'd
bro,
be
I-
old. He must be like
I
100.
think all these rappers would be into some weird shit, probably.
I think except Ferg might be the least
Oh,
weird
no
dude.
one would have. I don't even think girls would have sex with themselves.
Yeah.
I think they would.
Roo.
No,
Like,
he's,
ew.
he's way cooler than Ye.
No.
Wait, here's one. Do girls do you think that? Jay-Z is so much
Oh, would you have
worse.
sex with Jay-Z?
No.
No.
You wouldn't. Oh wow. Yeah,
No.
he'd be. Those lips are a bit too much to handle.
I know,
He's like he's
man.
got no hair on him as well. That'd be creepy.
Yeah.
You know mustache having
Wait, have you seen like the picture of
Nas.
Nas?
Would you have sex with
Nas actually-
Illmatic Nas?
Nas actually quite good looking.
Nas was really
Yeah.
good looking back in the day.
Yeah.
Have you seen the gif of the guy kind of doing this to Nas?
No.
The guy reaching out to him while he's rapping, and then some guy just literally
Yeah.
caresses
Oh,
his face.
yeah.
That would be me all over Nas back in the day. That was a
Yeah?
good looking boy.
Yeah, and then you know what? Have you seen those pictures with Jay-Z on the beach when he's riding jet ski?
Yeah.
Like, bro, his it looks bad,
corny.
man. Like, he looks bad.
He looks corny.
He looked like
He looks
like
like
a proper dad. Like
I
a
know. He
proper
Looks like
dad.
he looks like a balloon half filled with air, half
Yeah.
filled with water.
He looks terrified as well, which is the saddest thing.
And man, like he had this helmet on.
What I was gonna ask was though, like, Kanye is conventionally he's got more going for him than Jay-Z, a lot more going for him.
Visually,
Nah.
like physically.
I mean, you mean like visually?
Yeah. But then Jay-Z's so
Tracy's
just
tall.
powerful and awesome though.
He's tall.
Yeah.
Kanye's probably like, I think he's short. He's like 5'3". not even joking. I think
He's
he's,
not
5'3".
5'3".
He's 5'3". Kim Kardashian's 5 feet tall, and they're pretty much like
Wait.
on par with each other. I
Okay.
think he's 5'4".
Okay, Google. How tall is Kanye West?
Kanye West is 1.73 meters tall.
What's that?
So like 5'7", 5'8".
No, that's lying.
And Kim K is like 1.6 meters. So like
How tall's Jay?
Yeah.
Jay-Z is like it's like 6 foot, like usually.
6 feet. He's 6 feet. How the hell fit in
Look
the
at
new
that
Bugatti?
Look at that photo of Drake though.
Let's see him.
compared to Jigga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this
but-
looks like.
Is 1.82 meters tall.
But like if you Jay-Z is even taller than Drake.
That's the thing. Does that make him more attractive? Like you guys, I guess you were saying you'd be more into Kanye than Jay-Z.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No.
Oh, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
You have to pick one. You
um,
have to pick one. You have to go home with, and you have to spend the night with him.
Jay-Z is 1.8
I don't want to have sex with a man, Kareem.
No, but you have
You
to.
got to. That's the thing. Ain't no question.
Oh
Okay.
man, a lot of people are pretty. So Lil Wayne is like, well, a gremlin. Like he's literally like 5'4".
Do you know what? A lot of this stuff's lying though.
But like Meek Mill is as tall as Jay-Z. Wait, is
Meek
it?
Mill.
Meek Mill doesn't seem that tall.
He seems pretty tall.
So my question, though,
Would you have
like,
sex
do
with Nicki Minaj for a feature? Ew.
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 Yeah.
Oh, but she's always talking about like sucking them toes and shit like that.
Oh, is she?
Oh,
You scared she'll like throw you around the room and kind of go crazy and start
Yeah.
screaming? Okay, you have to have
Yeah.
sex with one. Jay-Z or Nicki Minaj? Who's it going to be?
oof, Nicki for sure.
Obviously, Jay.
Yeah, you love him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's your boy.
That's actually a hard one. That's actually a hard toss up between Nicki and
Jay-Z
Jay.
or Nicki Minaj?
Yeah. What about Jay? But he's got a JJ.
Jay-Z. You know they call me Jay, right?
With
JJ.
And then, but Nicki Minaj has a penis, but it's really small. Who would you rather?
Wait, okay,
Well,
hold
that's
up.
a good one. That's a really good one.
Let's hold up. So Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Imagine Jay-Z's flabby.
It'd be
ass.
Nicki. This untoned Brooklyn man who doesn't get any exercise, can barely ride a jet ski. It's like, don't look at it too long. I know it's a bit flabby. I gotta do my squats. But he's trying to get me on some program. I don't know. It's just not working.
Yo, that feels marvelous.
Yo, that feels good. Yo, keep that up. Keep that up. Yo, call me Hova. Yeah.
Dig to the butthole.
Jay-Z looks probably bad nowadays, man. Like I don't think he ever gone to the gym.
I don't think he's ever gone to the
Yeah.
gym. And he's way too smooth. Like, he's kind of creepy. Have you, like, seen his body?
Yes.
He's got, like, no body hair.
No beard.
Wait, what was your
no-
toss up?
Was Nicki or Cardi B?
And I was like,
Neither of them have penises.
No, but like,
ew.
Nicki or Cardi B? Cardi B's kind of gross.
It'd be Nicki.
Yeah.
100%.
Cardi's kind of gross.
Cardi is kind of gross.
Quavo.
Quavo or Cardi B. We see, like, Cardi B's, like, on the toilet, like, talking about how she's got diarrhea and stuff like that. I don't think she'd wipe properly. As well. Do you know what I mean? Like, straight up.
Yeah, but what's the go like?
Jay-Z, do you think Jay-Z has someone to wipe him after he goes
Yeah.
to the
I think
Probably,
he's got a
yeah.
bidet. I reckon he's got a bidet.
He'd have a bidet.
he would have a
He's got
golden
a bidet.
bidet.
You know, it's called the bidet.
Bidet.
Get them lips.
You know what? Like in Vietnam, there's like every house has a bidet, right?
Yeah.
And girls used to masturbate with that. They use, like,
What?
yeah. Like I've seen a lot of porn, like
Mm.
amateur porn. Like girls just like use the bidet to like because it has strong water.
Do you know what I
force.
honestly don't get? This has been 100%. How does a bidet work? Like, I don't get how it works.
So well,
like,
like
does it shoot it back up inside of you?
well,
What?
I grew up
That
with it.
sounds a bit
right?
gay to me. That's all.
I grew up with.
I don't play like that.
I
You grew up with
it.
bidet?
Yeah. And in Vietnam, every house has it. Like,
Do you
like,
wipe as well, or you just bidet?
Well, like my bidet, my, like my one
My
is like.
bidet, my rules.
I wipe when I want to. If I don't
like,
feel like it,
it's-
I'm not wiping.
It's really strong. You know what I mean? Like normally, you know, when I was a kid, I
Because
shit-
it's like mild, like medium strong, and then the other one's just like a full-on dildo that goes up.
Like literally go. You know what I mean? I would, like just blast my ass with the bidet and then go to the shower and
Well,
then
you
just wash
blast
it
it?
inside.
Right.
Yeah, I always wash my ass.
That's another thing. You hop out of the shower, right? You wipe your whole body down with your towel, and then you butt and your gooch.
You go in between. You don't go like in between the cheeks.
Yeah, you don't go.
You
between
don't
the
go in
cheeks.
between the cheeks.
I use the toilet
That's the
paper to
thing.
go in between the chicks.
After
For
a
drying
shower.
yourself.
I mean, like just for between the cheeks.
After a shower.
Yeah.
Really?
Usually it kind of airs out all right for me.
Yeah.
Like I
I mean,
kind of dab. I dab a little bit, and then it's usually all right.
I can imagine.
And I've got like, yeah, usually I'm there for a while, so it's aired out by the time I'm
You have a
ready
hairy
to put
butt?
underwear on. Not that hairy.
I have a hairy butt.
Yeah, I
it's
have a
not.
hairy
It's not overly hairy, but it's a hairy butt.
It'll seep up a lot of water.
You know what? I was seriously thinking about
Yeah.
getting waxed.
I've
in
thought
my
about that
butt.
a bunch.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't like hair in my butt, man. It just feel gross.
It is a bit chat sometimes.
And I want to get waxed in my nose as well, cause, yeah,
but
why not?
you'd get a Brazilian
yeah,
or man. What they call it, manzillion.
yeah, man.
Have you had one?
Nah.
I'll be fascinated. But it's the whole idea of like it growing back.
Brazilian Pujitsu.
know what?
I didn't even have a good way to like. I didn't have a setup or anything. I just said it.
Perfect though.
We're gonna let you sit that one. But yeah, it's like growing back. As soon as you actually do get it waxed, it becomes this regular thing. Then what are you gonna do? You're
Yeah.
gonna kind of live a hairy life afterwards.
Yeah, you know what? It's like when you shave your balls, right?
Mm.
And like the first 2 days when it grows back, it's really itchy, and
Yeah.
I hate that specific time.
Imagine what it'd feel like.
But I love shaving my balls, man. Because
Yeah.
like it feels smooth down there, it feels great. But when it grows a bit back up, it's itchy as hell, and I don't like it. And imagine it's like between your cheeks, that's like those little tiny hairs poking out. Fuck, that
it'd
would
be
be
full on.
that would
But I
be
It'd be the best thing for a day, and then as soon as it starts growing out,
I
yeah.
think when you wax it though, they're new hairs that come through, so it's not spiky. It's just like say your leg hair coming back.
really, I don't know. I think it is
What?
spiky.
Is it?
I think so.
What?
After you've waxed, is it? I actually don't know.
I've never waxed.
I've never waxed.
Actually, man, my ex, she used to do like homemade wax.
We called her Mr. Miyagi. wax out, wax out.
Like she literally went out to the chemist warehouse. Right? She buy some chemical like. She went into Woolies. She bought some honey, some shit, and then she cook it.
Oh, to
make
use it to wax.
and then she make it into like wax, and she would sit on the bed and wax. And I was just on my computer. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, it goes
You're
bad
like,
for
nice.
it, man.
Sweet dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an open.
She's doing it right in front of you.
Yeah, she was on the bed. I was on the computer. I'm like, Jesus fuck, man.
Gosh.
She was just like, oh, right. she was like, like this, right? And she's like, and I'm just on my computer trying to watch some Linus Tech Tip. I watched some tech review on the phone, and she's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Baby, why are you looking so disgusted? It's
Big's
beautiful.
just aggressively searching, trying to find that Stephen King scene.
Looking to find a Jay-Z. Jay-Z nude.
If you got Jay Z's head and put it on like a banging body,
Meg the Stallion's body.
Ooh, and
That
yeah,
would be hard.
I would prefer Megan head on Jay-Z body.
I'm just trying to do the maths and it just doesn't add up. What about-
Like, it's funny because Meg the Stallion's known for having an amazing body, but not the best head. And I'm
Wants
like,
the
what
worst,
about
both worlds.
Jay-Z's head on Meg's body, banging body, or right head? And then you would rather have Meg's head on Jay-Z's body.
Wait.
This 50-year-old Brooklyn man.
Was it-
hairless Brooklyn man's body?
Was it Tory Lanez and Megan the Stallion?
Yeah.
Because I only just saw the thing of Tory Lanez standing up and being the same
Oh,
size. as him.
yes.
He is so small.
He's so small.
Wait,
I think he's 5'2".
And
Wait.
she's like, she seems massive.
I think she's 6'1", 6'2",
Okay, Google.
and she's huge.
How tall is
Like, it's
Tory
in her head.
Lanez?
Yeah, she's like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen her next to
Oh, he's 5'3".
5'3"?
Oh, he's 5'3".
Yeah, there's
5'3".
like a foot difference.
Wow. Wait, how?
Straight up.
Okay, Google. How tall is Megan the Stallion?
Megan Thee Stallion is 1.7
So she's
meters tall.
so she's like
1.8. She's 6 feet tall
Yeah,
almost.
so no, she's like 5'9".
I think they're lying though. And again,
But Megan seemed like a big girl.
she's a big girl.
Yeah,
She's a stallion.
Definitely bigger than Tory Lanez.
Do you know what? No girls ever say they're 6 feet tall. They always say they're 5'11". Always. There's no girl that's 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Honestly, like straight up. Like Meg the Stallion 6 feet tall. Probably 6'1".
Some
she'll
dudes
say
like a
5'11".
tall chick.
Yeah. They like kind of being dominated.
Yeah.
And they kind of want to climb and stuff like that. That'll be the whole scenario with Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion.
I like
She'd like
tall
be getting
chicks.
thrown around the room. She'd literally be doing like WWE wrestling moves to her,
Ooh,
like
I think-
suplex.
I think that'd be some like what's the guy's name? That psychologist guy.
Jordan Peterson.
I want to be thrown around the room by a woman.
No, Freud. Yeah, like it'd be like some of that shit. Like you'd be like this little kid with this massive woman there.
Yes, but it's kind of like a kink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then what? Like she's like, it's her little baby. Is that what's going on?
she's probably getting off on maybe demasculating a man.
What,
I guess
who?
it's kind of like
Megan?
the whole it's the whole dominatrix kink and aspect. It's like I feel she comes across as like a dominatrix.
But this guy's acting hard. Right?
I know he's acting hard, but I'm imagining maybe behind closed doors,
You know what I think?
he's
Tory,
getting like whipped and thrown around and
Yeah.
tied up.
I think Tory is like a chihuahua. Like he,
Yeah.
like I think always shaking up and always like trying to bark and stuff. Chihuahua are like aggressive.
Is he a good rapper?
No.
Great rapper,
What?
amazing rapper.
Really?
Tory Lanez, he's one of the greatest musicians just of all time.
You're
Big's not-
joking.
Get that at all.
Huh?
Tory's got
Tory.
bars. He's probably one of the greatest rappers of all time.
All right,
I'm not
ready?
even.
I
like-
mean, I think Tory
Make
is
Next
that as a
face,
bars.
Jay's body, Tory Lane's bars.
that's the title of the episode.
Stephen King sexual bars.
Oh man, but yeah, no, he's got straight up bars.
I think his bars is as good as Chris Brown bars.
Oh god, big. Come on, Tory
What?
Lanez is probably. Let's have a think.
What's his subject matter?
Up there with Meek Mill, like probably better than Meek Mill, probably better than
Better than McMill, nah.
Yeah, 100%. Like he's an amazing rapper. Probably better than probably better than Joyner Lucas in a way. Probably better than Hobson. Probably better than.
Cause I'm gonna slap you with the face.
No,
For saying-
I've got like because I'm
What?
I'm big on this. Like,
Does Meek
Tory
Mill
Lanez-
make you cringe?
Who?
Meek?
No,
Do you get cringe vibes from him?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
In
Why?
some songs.
It's because he's like staring all the time.
And yelling.
you just don't like him because he was with your queen.
Drake.
No, Nicki.
Oh, he was with
He was, yeah, I know. You didn't even think about it, but underlying, you knew.
subconsciously.
Yeah, 'cause you're a
had to defend
barb
the
and-
queen.
It's like, yeah.
I'm a Ken.
Yeah, you're a Ken.
Wait, I think like McMill and Nicki wouldn't. They are not a good match
I
at
think they're a
all.
great match.
I think Nicki would be great match with like.
You two are just polar opposites right now.
Because like Tory Lane's the worst rapper of all time.
I think he's as worse, but I think he's like the worst, you know. But I don't think he's like the best. I think he's as good as Chris Breezy. That's it.
Well, this has been a long one today, but
What are we at? Oh, but
108. I want to
108.
keep talking though.
Yeah,
it's-
I'm having a good
yeah,
time.
we go strong.
Yeah, we going good. Why don't you think they're a good match?
I think Nicki would be perfect with like Tiger.
The stuff we're talking about right now will be the pillow talk ASAP Rocky will be talking about.
True, and I would love
You
that
think
shit.
so?
I would
Yeah.
love that shit.
What about have you checked out?
I'm
you checked out-
I'm talking it. Aren't I?
have you checked out Tiger's OnlyFans?
Maybe I should have sex with ASAP Rocky.
Nah, man, Tiger put up like $45 for a month. I'm like, fuck that.
Do you know the thing is with OnlyFans with celebrities, it's so easy to get it online.
True.
There's no
true.
point paying for it because you can find it online. You just go to Reddit, you go to Discord, you can get all of it.
Oh,
Reddit is not a sexy website.
but they got.
I think
some-
I kind of think it is.
They got everything there. Like
Kind
literally
of seems
everything.
dirty, but
No, I don't think it's that dirty.
okay. you just want to argue.
contrarian tonight, aren't I? I'm being oppositional.
Yeah, I don't think Reddit is dirty though. Like I literally went before I built my PC. I literally went on Reddit and asked people how should I build my PC, and there's like hundreds of people trying to tell me like the best way to do it, and they're amazing.
I think Reddit's pretty straightforward. It's got like a lot of good people on it.
And there's
I feel
a
you have certain apps like again the 4chans, 8chans, 8kun, even Discord that starts to get a bit weird.
And you know what?
Yeah.
There's like, I mean, for like Reddit, right? There's too huge of a community. You know, there's a community for everything. There's tech community. There's music community. There's
And it's
all the
patrolled.
community.
It's honestly patrolled. And if weird stuff's getting uploaded as well, it's taken down so quickly. Like, it's a pretty safe app. I feel probably a few years ago it was a little bit more dangerous. You could get some pretty red hot things on there. Like, a lot of red hot things on Reddit.
Discord is also one of the new.
Discord
channels.
gets a bit intense. Like, you can get some crazy stuff on there. And
Yeah.
it's a bit kind of lawless because I feel
You know what?
can't really crack
in
down on
in
it.
Vietnam right now, there's like this chick, right? She is pretty famous for like talking about sex stuff, sex ad and stuff, and she literally have a Discord channel where she posts her having sex with other people, and she asks, for people to send her dick pics, and then she
Yeah.
choose the guy to have sex with her.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm digging that.
yeah, me too.
What about I actually started looking at all the celebs on OnlyFans, and I saw you've got like Black China. I think Cardi B's got one. And
Yeah.
Dua Lipa's got, is it Dua?
No,
No, not Dua Lipa.
No, if Dua Lipa have, I'm signing up. Dua is hot.
You gotta send me those files, bruh.
Who's
Gotta
that?
send me those files.
There's another girl that's got it, but apparently I think I can't remember her name. She was on a song with Chris Breezy, that blonde-haired girl that kind of looks Albanian.
Who is the one that you would pay like $100 for
Meg Thee
like,
Stallion.
for like a week and you could never find it anywhere? Meg?
Meg, 100%.
Dua Lipa for me. Dua Lipa is probably hot.
Meg, I think would break the internet.
I'd have to go ScarJo.
Who?
What?
Yeah,
Who?
Scarlett Johansson.
Isn't she dating like
Ooh.
MGK? No, that's Jessica Alba.
Nah.
Yeah. Do you know Jessica Alba's dating MGK?
What?
It is wild.
That's so weird.
I literally saw it
But
and I was
isn't-
like, oh, he's photoshopped her. That's hilarious.
But isn't Jessica Alba like older than him?
She's like 100 years old.
yeah, she's like 100.
I'm sure she'd still be banging though.
Yeah, she is. But it's just a weird idea. It's like Eric Andre dating Rosario Dawson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which was weird. And it's like, why would these respected actors or kind of like these pin-ups date these kind of, I guess, strange dudes?
MGK, I think I actually really respect him as an artist.
He's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't listen to any of his shit, but like,
But I just love his artistry and his music.
no, I said I respect
I've never
it.
listened to him in my life, but
I definitely respect like what he's done, kind of in hip hop, and how long he's actually been around now. Because it'd be like probably 10 years he's been doing.
I think so.
He's been in the light, and then he's done movies and like switched up his sound a bunch.
True.
He can play instruments. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of cool things he's kind of done.
Mm. If he had an OnlyFans, would you pay for it? What dude's OnlyFans?
Drake.
would you- Wow, that was so quick. What dude's only Drake?
Drake. I would buy Drake OnlyFans.
Oh, that would be a good one. That would break the internet. What about if Brad Pitt started one?
Brad Pitt is
He's an old man though.
Brad Pitt when he was in Fight Club, yeah, but now, man, bro, he looks
Okay.
yeah, he looks okay.
Drake or Barack Obama? Whose OnlyFans are you getting?
Oof. But thing is like, man, but Obama probably having OnlyFans and he's be doing with Michelle, and I wouldn't.
Ah, that's
I
true.
wouldn't-
Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah.
be digging that.
Yeah, I would have none of that. If Obama was like doing Megan Stallion, right? Like signing me up.
Because they're smashing. I didn't
What
even
if?
think about
What
that.
if this right? What if Obama started dating Beyonce? That would be wild.
What would they do together? Like, I think. they
I'm
could-
sure Barry's laying it down,
You reckon?
like without a question. Have you seen how cool he is?
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, like compared to Jay-Z.
Jay's cooler than Barry. Way cooler.
But the thing is,
Barry's a politician.
the thing is, Jay-Z's kind of like as good as Beyonce could possibly get, right? The only step up would be Barack Obama. That's the only level above Jay-Z. A billionaire, again, probably wouldn't be as cool as Jay. It wouldn't be kind of that next level up. It would have to be
You
Obama.
reckon, is Barry a step up?
I think he would be.
I think it'd be too boring.
Like an ex-president. But in terms of, like, media-wise, in terms of kind of, like, social-wise, like the social hierarchy, I feel Jay-Z's kind of as high as it gets.
Who could Jay get better than B?
Oh, yeah. I think B is
it has to
probably
be like a literal princess.
yeah.
or
B is
something.
True, that's
B is
true.
probably the biggest female artist.
Rihanna.
I don't think
No, it
Rihanna would
wouldn't
go for
work.
Jay. I don't think.
No.
I
It
don't-
Wouldn't
yeah.
work.
I don't
No,
think.
Beyonce's more of a queen than
Yeah.
Riri.
Wow, I love that you admit that.
Yeah, well, she is. She is. She's like.
She is more of it. They're like the royal couple.
Yeah, they literally like a royal, like
Yeah.
like they're the closest thing to to an American royal.
Yes, they are American royalty.
How's like seeing at like the what was it? I don't know, some presidential thing, and it's just like literally Beyonce, Jay, Barry, Michelle. What are you talking about?
That's
That's got to be one of the coolest things. It's
It would have to be.
just think about the conversation that those four would have.
Gosh. And just the energy.
Do you think
that
they'd like
would-
our pod? Those four.
They're like, oh, those boys talking about Stephen King.
I like to think that the respect is mutual. Talking about Stephen King.
Oh man, but yeah, who would be a step up for Jay-Z?
Obama.
I mean, yeah. Yes. If Jay-Z came out and he's like, you know what, Mom, I'm also gay. Barry is too.
Jay-Z always dropped a lot of like mama. He'd always call like bays mamas.
Yeah.
Because Jay-Z's mum's gay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That for real?
Mm. If Jay-Z came out of the closet,
I'm searching it right now.
No,
I
no,
don't believe you
it's,
It's a
guys.
song on the album, dude.
Yeah.
Glory or something?
I think so.
Glory hole? Something like
glory
that.
hole, something like that. Glory in women's holes.
Something like that.
But if Jay-Z came out of the closet and got in a relationship with Barack Obama, I feel the world would just end. Like it would be
I think there would be like riots in the States.
Oh.
if
Okay.
something like that happened. It would literally make, at least for the African American community in America, they wouldn't know what to do. Black people in America would just be lost. Like you wouldn't be able to really be homophobic anymore.
Well,
Either that or you just become a Proud Boy.
Yo, so we've been coming Proud Boys, yo.
Jay-Z cried.
We're here with Gavin McInnes.
Jay-Z
It's
cried
been
when his
crazy.
mother came out.
Would you consider yourself a Proud Boy?
No.
No.
Okay. Oh, no. It didn't matter.
Not by any sense of.
No, I don't really agree with any of the ideology at all. Like, would you?
No, I just like the trolling and like the anti-left kind of vibe.
They're not really trolling. That's the thing. I feel like they're kind of being trolled in a way. Like this organization that Gavin McInnes started almost as a joke, and they took
Yeah.
literally. It's like people always online say Gavin started as a joke, but he realized he couldn't control the autism,
Oh, okay.
and then it just went off.
That's interesting.
Like it's. Yeah, it's a tricky one.
But I think like wait. So let's say if Jay and Beyonce break up right now, who do you
Beyonce's
think
face,
Beyonce
Tracy's
would
head.
go for? I think it would be Drake.
No. No, because Drake's
Beyonce.
too kind of
Drake is the
much
closest
of a
thing.
playboy.
Nah, he's gross. Yeah.
Yeah. He literally knocked up a porn star.
Yeah,
And he's
true.
kind of like a clout chaser.
and
Yeah.
and oh now, bro, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Shut your mouth.
Oh. Respect to your boy.
He's got the songs, but then what else after that? Beyonce. Oh,
True.
Leo finally decides to settle down, and it's with
Leo
Beyonce.
settles down with Beyonce. That would be wild.
Imagine
the world
how
would go
good-looking their
crazy.
children would be.
Oh my gosh. Imagine like Blue
Well,
Ivy and stuff looking at these literally Adonises of Leo and Beyonce's children.
Bro, imagine John Hamm and Beyonce have kids, bro. They would be the most spectacular. Most
Oh, I think Leo would almost
I don't think
Because
he-
again, he's almost dark.
'Cause
They'll just look like Beyonce.
I feel like Leo is like the feminine, sexy man,
Yep.
and then Beyonce has this kind of like
true.
she's like this perfect female, but
Yeah.
also has these masculine kind of.
Nobody.
She's quite feminine though. I feel like the
Yeah.
child would be beautiful. Like it's kind of as beautiful as a man would get. Like perfection in terms of femininity in a man. He's almost the opposite of John Hamm. Who would you want to have sex with, John Hamm or Leo?
John Hamm.
Leo.
Sure. Oh.
I'd be laying down fucking Leo. I wouldn't smash John Hamm.
It'd be hairy. Have like a hairy butt.
Ham?
Leo would be like pretty clean shaven.
You'd have a hammy.
You'd have a little bit of hair on that ham.
I don't know. I don't
You know
think
what? If as I think if I have to have sex with a man, I want to have sex like the most manliest man. You know, I want to fuck the most manliest man in the ass
Just like some
because I'm alpha. like
50-year-old
that.
Italian man with like a huge beer gut.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah,
What if they were smashing you?
nah.
What about Beyonce and The Rock?
Ooh.
That would be pretty crazy.
I think that would the perfect match. They you know what? They are the best in what they do. The Rock is actually one of the best actor right now. He's one of the
Yeah.
highest paid.
he's the most followed man in America.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
and he's just lovable. He's lovable.
He's kind of like the ultimate alpha male, and Beyonce is kind of like. What about Beyonce gets in a relationship with Joe Rogan? That's crazy, man. I got Beyonce here. You did like songs, right? What was that all about?
So
What's Jay-Z like?
Just starts incorrectly breaking down her songs and critiquing them.
Oh man.
Have you noticed Rogies gets angry in pods?
Yeah, I've
He gets-
seen it a lot.
I think it might be the roids.
Oh, might be the roids
Mm.
actually.
Because I just saw him arcing up at this dude that was having no problem the other day.
Who was this?
Just he was like an evolutionary biologist or something.
Yeah.
And he was talking about chimps.
Hmm.
And of course Rogies had to bring it back to like chimps. And then taking like the mushrooms and
Oh gosh.
just
Yeah.
these things that he said a million times. He's literally talking to this professor and just derails it, and Rogie ends up telling him about.
The thing is, no, the chimps, they had DMT. That's
Pull
the
it up,
thing.
Jamie.
Pull it up, Jamie. Look at them.
No, that's the second one there.
That's crazy, man. Look at them. You're meaning to say they couldn't do that?
Wow. Wait, what's that video on the side? Crocodile versus lion.
What?
Pull that up.
Pull that. Wait,
Wow.
lion versus alligator? Is that
Wow.
any different? Wow.
Just the power in that jaw, man.
It's crazy, man. He's got a hog on him. He's got a hog, too.
Kind of reminds me of Pujitsu.
Oh,
man. How we
looking? How we
oh, well, I think that should be. We should. Should we call it?
I kind of don't want to. I kind of just want to pull an all-nighter.
Keep going.
What do you guys? You guys want to wrap?
What time is it? What actual time is it, though? Like,
I think it's like
10:30.
10:30.
10:30. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, I think we
I
done
guess
enough.
we could probably just figure out who Jay-Z could get, and then we could probably just finish on that. Beyonce, you think it would be The Rock
Jay-Z would
or
get
Barack Obama? Who Jay-Z could get? Again, yeah, if Jay-Z became gay and got in a relationship with Obama, that would be Beyonce. What if Jay-Z came out and got in a relationship with The Rock? That would be full on. Imagine like witnessing those two together going at it. That'd be all just man.
Actually, how's Big and I were talking about? Imagine if Ye died. Just all of a sudden, the impact that would have on the world.
Do you know what would happen, right? A lot of people kind of would be... If it happened a few years prior, like before the whole MAGA phase, it'd be crazy. But I feel now a lot of people are kind of like, we've completely cancelled Kanye West. He's mentally ill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that almost...
Yeah.
But that'd be a hit.
What about Drizzy Drake dying? Like, the impact that would have on the
I
world
don't
would
think,
be...
I don't think people would
What
be.
if they come out with the memes? Do you think there'd be
Yeah,
memes?
yeah. I
Oh,
think
they'd
it
have
would
to be, yeah, of course. But, like, Drake, just how he's been holding down music for so long, and he's
Yeah.
been the guy for so long. Like,
Yeah, like a 10-year...
But Drake doesn't.
Run.
But Drake doesn't touch people the way that Kanye
Stephen
touched
King
people.
does. Drake doesn't touch people the way Kanye
Who would have more
does.
influence if they died, Drake or Kanye West?
Kanye hasn't had
Kanye.
the influence that Drake's had in.
But
years,
Kanye
in a century.
literally reshaped like shoes and the fashion industry,
Yeah. Okay.
But
which
Kanye,
is
but what Kanye did was
huge.
revolutionary, right? Drake has hits, but what he does is not revolutionary. You know, like in terms of sound wise. But Kanye literally bring like this whole different sound to it. He brought in like a new perspective, like his soul sampling. He's talk about, you know, like he was the first rapper to talk about like soft stuff.
And I
Like,
guess he's like an artist as well.
Yeah.
I feel Drake's just like a hit maker.
He-
He's kind of
yeah.
like a perfect pop star, while
He's like a
Kanye
pop
West
star.
is kind of like this. Our what would it be? Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Like
Kanye
he's this-
literally.
he's
is
the
that.
crazy creative. He's like up there with like the Elon Musk. In his
Yeah.
level, in his area of expertise, which is in fashion, music.
but have you seen the picture with Elon and Ye?
No.
I
What?
think I have.
It sounds
Bro,
really
it-
awkward.
it's
think.
yeah, it's
It's
an
just, that'd be
awkward
so
picture.
autistic. They're just talking about trains together.
You know what? Actually, I realized I wanted to wrap the pod. I mean, I didn't want to wrap the pod because I
Yeah.
wanted to keep talking.
Yeah.
But I can just turn the pod off and we can keep
We
talking.
could just- oh yeah, that's
True.
true.
Wait,
These
so
guys just don't even have to
here's the
hear.
picture
Let's
of
just
Kanye
keep-
and Elon.
Oh, I have seen that one.
Oh my god!
It looks hard. It looks.
Imagine
awkward,
those
eh?
that conversation afterwards. Be like, you want me to stand here with you?
I can then
Yeah,
just
man.
stare into each other's eyes.
Yeah, man.
Well, okay. Well, that should be wrapping the pod, and then we keep on talking, but you guys won't hear it.
Yeah, he won't
So-
hear any of this. We're gonna go into some crazy stuff.
Yeah, some
man.
Stephen King
crazy
stuff.
man.
Some Stephen King,
We're gonna
Quentin Tarantino.
we're gonna go into the. We're gonna read it. Got a little
Yeah.
lamp next to us. We might go start reading it a little bit and see where it takes us.
Yeah.
I'm keen for a little bit of that.
All right, guys.
But yeah, we've been brought to you by
Go
Cigarettes.
Kratom.
yeah, creative
Legion of Skanks.
Blue Chew,
Stephen King's
Bet DSI.
orgies.
You get to bet and you have a $5,000 rollover or something like that. And we're brought to you by Stephen King. We're brought to you by